it's like, when I tell you, and I know that's a very descriptive answer for you guys. For many of you who are not foodies, you might not get it, but for my foodies, you understand what I mean. I got you, homie. Hey guys, Cornell Jermaine here, back with another 5 must-haves video. Listen, the last time we did our 5 must-haves in this space, I was talking about my holiday kitchen essentials. Here's a recap just in case you missed it. I enjoy the kitchen, particularly for eating, but every now and then I like to get in there and cook. So I wanted to share a few things that I absolutely have to have during the holiday season when it comes to cooking or preparing food. And one of those things. Now, if you haven't seen that video, go watch the full video. I'm telling you, it's not just some essentials for holiday kitchen, it's just essentials for your kitchen in general. So for those of you who like to get in the kitchen and cook, listen, there's definitely some great insight in that video for you to make your kitchen experience more efficient. So here today, I'm talking about 5 must-haves Trader Joe's. Now listen, many people are just learning about Trader Joe's, the grocery store. I have been shopping at Trader Joe's for many years, and I actually bumped into the store accidentally. I was just perusing through a little neighborhood and I was like, oh, this is like a little cute store, let me check it out. I knew they sold food, but I wasn't quite sure, and I walked in, I was like, oh, this is a gem. One thing I love about Trader Joe's, it's a small, intimate, almost, I want to say, boutique-like grocery store. And the thing I love about it most is they have a lot of local produce in many of the stores in my city. And also I love that they have specialty items that are often seasonal. That makes for me a very exciting shopping experience, because I know when I go in during the fall season, they're gonna have the pumpkin chai latte. Sometimes they have all kind of items out of pumpkin chai and just other things that are seasonal. Then you go in around Christmas time and they'll have other little items that are nice and seasonal, with maybe using chocolate and peppermint and different things that are highlights of the season. Summertime, you'll find a lot of exotic fruits and different dried fruits, and it's just an experience that I enjoy because you never know what you're gonna get. And a lot of times, and I've been guilty of this, you find an item that you love and you go back for it and it's like, oh, that's out of season. It's like, man. So sometimes you get those experiences where you find an item that is suitable for what you're looking for and they don't have it because it's not in season anymore. And you have to wait till that season comes back around before you're able to get it. So it kind of makes your shopping experience sometimes frustrating, but guess what? When that item comes back in stock the next season, guess who's gonna stock up? You, like I do, right? So I want to talk about some of my essentials though from Trader Joe's though. I often shop at Trader Joe's and it is one of my #1 grocery stores. However, I don't get everything from there, but there are some things that I absolutely get. Whenever I go there, if I don't have this in my cupboards or in my refrigerator, I'm gonna get it. And one of those items is their coconut water. The Trader Joe's brand coconut water. This is something that I started drinking many years ago, and I do it oftentimes in the summer, sometimes in the winter and fall months, but definitely in the summer when it's hot and humid and you're sweating a lot. Usually in the summer, I take on a more strenuous workout regimen, and sometimes I join these little clubs and things where I'm working out a lot more than I normally would in my everyday life. And for that reason, I have to rehydrate often. So usually I get up in the morning and I hydrate. Water, whether it's pure water or coconut water. But I get up in the morning and hydrate. And typically in the summer, I would like to usually wake up and drink an entire jug of this coconut water. Now, I'm not recommending that by any means because everybody's bodies is different, but coconut water is rich in hydration, your electrolytes, things that you often lose through sweating and perspiration. You're gonna replenish that with coconut water a lot faster than you would with just regular tap water or spring water. Not knocking that, that's still good, but this is gonna replenish you in those electrolyte areas a lot faster. So this is something I like, but I would say if you're gonna start a coconut water regimen, I would definitely test it out. Don't go in and drinking a whole jug like I do because everybody's body is different, and this product is rich. No matter what brand, most coconut waters are very rich in potassium. So everybody's body can't handle a lot of potassium depending on where you are in your health. So you have to be careful about that. But as far as hydration, as far as replenishing your nutrients, it's definitely a must-have. So this is a must-have when I go to Trader Joe's, the coconut water. The next item that is a must-have for me is something that is a little treat that I used to indulge in too much, and I've turned so many people onto this. I remember one time, a buddy of mine, I just stopped by his house to drop something off or something, and he was like, "Where you about to go?" I said, "I'm about to go run to Trader Joe's and grab a couple things." So we were just wanting to talk, shoot the breeze, so he jumped in the car with me, and I took him. He had never been to Trader Joe's. He had heard of it, but he had never been. So it was like an experience to him. So he was wanting something sweet, and I was like, oh, okay. He was looking around for something, just kind of shopping and just seeing what he could find that was sweet, just a little quick snack. So I said, "Why don't you try these?" And when I tell you, we got back in the car and he was eating them like somebody was trying to take them from him. They are one of the best little treats that I like to buy from Trader Joe's, and that is the chocolate coconut almonds. The chocolate coconut almonds. Let me tell you about these. So I want to liken them to the Almond Joy. For those that like Almond Joy, where it's like this chocolate bar with coconut and almonds in them. The only reason I'm likening that to that because that's the only thing that I can think of that has this chocolate almond coconut mix that would put you in mind of the flavor of this. However, this is much different in that it does not have a lot of the gooey coconut that the Almond Joy has, but there's a lot of coconut punch. So when you bite into this, you're gonna get first chocolate, then you're gonna get that little almond and coconut mix, but that back end is gonna be so full of coconut, and then that almond creeps back up, and it's like, when I tell you, and I know that's a very descriptive answer for you guys. For many of you who are not foodies, you might not get it, but for my foodies, you understand what I mean.
I got you, homie.
That chocolate hits you, then the coconut, then the almond, then the coconut punches you, and then that almond kind of smooths everything over. Let me tell you something. For those that like this kind of thing, if you're not careful, you can easily, and I've done it, that's how I know, you can easily eat this box just driving, snacking. Before you know, you look down and there are 3 or 4 left, and you're like, I done ate a whole box of these. That's how good they are, but they're not so sweet that they take you back. Sometimes things are too sweet, where if you eat too many of them, it's like, oh, I can't eat no more of them. It's just the right amount of sweetness, just the right amount of coconut, just the right amount of chocolate to almond ratio. I'm telling you, if you're a chocolate or an almond chocolate coconut lover, you would love these. The chocolate almond coconuts. Or the chocolate coconut almonds. Same difference, whatever. But I love these. Check them out if you're going to Trader Joe's for sure. The next item that I love at Trader Joe's is a seasoning. Now, the one thing I like about Trader Joe's is their seasonings are not that expensive. You can get seasonings for like $1.99. Many people think Trader Joe's is an expensive store, but I will say they do add up. Sometimes you walk around and you see a lot of $2.99, $3.99, $1.99, and you're like, oh, okay, it's only $1.99, I'll try it. Oh, it's only $2.99, I'll try it. Oh, it's only $3.99, I'll try it. And you get to the register and you got like maybe 40 items and your bill is $100 and something. You're like, because that 99, that $1.99, that $2.99, all that 99 adds up. Okay, before you know it, you're paying $99.99. Okay, so I just want you to be careful of that. However, there are a lot of things that are reasonable and great quality, and this is one thing that I love. And I bumped into this, and I said, and originally I said I was going to try it just because it just looked interesting to me. And I did, and that is the Everything Bagel Sesame Seasoning. The Everything Bagel Sesame Seasoning blend. So this, if you like an everything bagel, now I'm not really a bagel person, and I'm definitely not an everything bagel person. Never have been. But when I saw this, I was like, okay, this has a lot of good stuff. Sea salt, it has the garlic onion, which I love garlic and onion, and it has little sesame seeds. And I do like sesame seeds because I like tahini sauce and things of that nature. And of course, I love a sesame seed bun, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. If you know if you know, you know. But I said, this is a great thing to try. Let me try it. But I wasn't sure about what I was going to use it on. So when I got it, it sat in the cabinet for a long time because I'm like, okay, this is not something I'm going to necessarily cook with. This is something I'm going to maybe add to something. And the first thing I tried it on was my salads. And granted, it didn't add a whole lot of flavor to the salad, but I felt like, okay, I'm getting a little good stuff. You know what I mean? Some sesame, some garlic, some onion. And it does have added a little punch. But where I really found the flavor to come out most is I'm a boiled egg eater. I like eating boiled eggs, particularly in the morning. And instead of sprinkling salt and pepper on it, I do Everything Bagel Seasoning. And when I tell you, it's like, takes the boiled egg to a whole nother level. So I've heard people putting it on the avocado toast, different things like that. It's definitely something that is an acquired taste. If you don't like garlic and onion, you're not gonna like it because that's the punch that really comes through. Sesame is kind of on the back end. You don't get a lot of the sesame flavor. You get more of that roasted garlic and onion flavor. But when I tell you it's really good, salted, well salted. So whatever you're putting it on, you don't need to add salt. It has just enough salt in and of itself to really flavor it. But a great option, something different if you want to try something that is not common in your seasonings, and just try it out and let's see what you think. Everything but the bagel seasoning at Trader Joe's. Try it out, let me know what you think. The next thing that I love, and this is something that I've learned about just by listening to people, and everything, people love their olive oils and different things like that. And one day I learned that grapeseed oil, and I was like, okay, first I heard about grapeseed oil, honestly, in the hair care industry, because people were, promoting it for scalp health and things of that nature. And then I started hearing about it in the food industry, and I'm like, okay, well, let me try it. So I did, and that is my next item, the grapeseed oil. So I cook with grapeseed oil, and I'm gonna tell you why I like grapeseed oil, because it's delicate and light enough in flavor to make a dressing, to make a marinade of anything like that. But it's also powerful enough to be able to withstand high heats like deep frying, sauteing, things of that nature. And the flavor is delicate. Sometimes, and a lot of people like olive oil, which is still good, but sometimes olive oil, depending on where it is in the spectrum, because there are a lot of ranges of olive oil. You got mild, and then you got high flavored olive oils. The flavors can be different, and sometimes if you're not careful or don't know which one to use, it can change the flavor profile of whatever you're cooking. Grapeseed oil is something that I find is light, delicate, still healthy, and I can fry with it. So it's kind of like a 3-in-1. I can saute with it, I can marinate with it, I can use it as salad dressing, and I can fry. And it's not that expensive. I think this bottle is like $3.99. So there that 99 go again, right? $3.99. So it's not an expensive buy. And I think it's one that we all should try. It's definitely better to fry if you're a deep fryer or somebody that likes to fry food. It's definitely better to use a grapeseed oil versus some of the canola oils and corn oils and other things like that. But even if you just want it for dressings or sauteing, I think it's an all-purpose oil that can really benefit and change the game for you in the kitchen. So check it out. Next, we have something that is not really a food item, but it's something that I use on a regular basis. And when I say regular basis, I mean daily. And that is the Hyaluronic, Trader Joe's Hyaluronic Moisture Boost Serum. This is a facial serum that I use every day, every morning after I wash and cleanse my face. I love it because it adds that smoothness, it hydrates the skin, and it really helps to replenish some of the natural oils that we often lose in sweating and even using harsh cleansers and soaps that can kind of pull out the natural oils in your skin. I find that this helps to replenish it in a gentle way, and it quickly absorbs into the skin, and you feel the difference once you put it on. It's about $9, $8.99 actually, but it's something that I keep in my personal grooming kit, and I use it, like I said, every day. So it's definitely something that you may want to try. Trader Joe's also, in addition to food, as you can see, has this little section in one aisle. It's not a huge section, where they offer grooming, personal care products and things like shampoos, lotions, conditioners, facial serums. This is just one of the ones that they sell. And this is the one that I've tried a couple of them, but this is the one that I think works best for me. And it's definitely a must-have. Literally, when I run out of this, I'm like on a hunt to give to us Trader Joe's so that I can get it, because my skin has now become so conditioned to it that if I don't have it, I really feel the difference. So the Hyaluronic Moisture Boost Serum from Trader Joe's. Definitely want to try it. So those are my 5 must-haves from Trader Joe's. Listen, I want to encourage you to try Trader Joe's out. This is not a sponsored video. They're not paying me to do this. This is just something that I personally like, and I just thought I would share it with you guys. And here I am with my 5 must-haves from Trader Joe's. So if you haven't already, I want you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the amazing content that we have coming up. up. Listen, I'll see you right back here, same place, same time. Until next time, this is Cornell Jermaine signing off. Take care.